Each morning the sun rises over the razor wire of prisons across the state of Ohio, where 50,000 men and women wake up to another day of incarceration. Men and women who are facing a lifetime of hardship because of bad decisions. Even nonviolent offenses leave an indelible mark on our lives. It results in a checkbox on an application, a background check that stops at felony conviction, restrictions on living locations, career choices, and driving privileges, results that will impact every aspect of our lives for years to come, perhaps even the rest of our lives. The mental, emotional, and practical outcome is loss of hope. While prison is not where we would expect to find hope, not where we would choose to get hope, it is a place that is desperately in need of hope.
There wasn't that much hope for me because I was still doing the same negative behaviors I was doing when I was in the street. And when I was in prison, those same negative influences that were in the streets were in prison with me. And it was so hard for me to have hope.
There is a desperate need for hope in our respective communities. A hope for a reformed attitude, a renewed sense of self-worth, new skills, new perspective on positive values of life, family, and community. The goal is to provide training, education, mentorship, social skills, and motivation. Hope for a better tomorrow. Hope for an opportunity to make a positive difference in our future. Each morning, the men at GRC wake up to new possibilities, new opportunities, an ever-expanding array of programs and activities designed to give hope. These opportunities include community service projects where men can give back to the community. Even from within these fences, the social interaction with volunteers allows a shared value and ethic that brings a sense of being, in some small way, a valuable part of the community. GRC is a launching pad for productive, contributing members of society that add value to communities to which we will invariably return. Ultimately, we are working very hard to return with new skills, more education, a new outlook on life, and a greater sense of the impact on our own lives, the lives of our families, and communities. Here at Grafton Reintegration Center, we have what we call the H.O.P.E Center, an acronym for Helping Ohio Prisoners Excel. It is an actual place where programs, activities, and positive events abound daily. In this brief video, we wish to share with you some of those opportunities that are available to men who live here and will someday, once again, rejoin communities outside the razor wire. Welcome to GRC's The H.O.P.E Center. The Reintegration Center addresses the needs of 11 pathways to reentry. Interwoven in these pathways are a cross-section of the areas residents may draw from to strengthen their preparation for return to the community. The H.O.P.E Center is a place alive with energy and activity. It operates from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. Throughout the day, a constant stream of release-conscious residents come and go, most of whom are seeking information or participating in programs that assist in preparation for return to family, friends, and community. A sign-in desk is located at the entrance of the building, behind which is a huge program guide that lists times and locations of various scheduled activities. This desk assists in providing information, directions, and other services to ensure that everyone finds his way. The One-Stop Shop, Offender Network for Employment, is one of the primary destinations of men actively organizing their plans for eventual release, essentially a countdown checklist which identifies a list of personal matters which should be addressed to ensure a successful transition back into the community.
We got this interactive software where you can pull up all these current job openings and make contacts with employers, before you get out.
One-Stop Shop is a tremendous resource, a veritable treasure trove of valuable information. In addition, residents are encouraged to familiarize themselves with computer technology. One needs only to walk into the issue room, which offers an opportunity to learn Microsoft Office while improving typing skills needed to pursue employment opportunities along those lines. A major component of the H.O.P.E Center involves community partnerships and community service on the part of GRC residents. Consistent with Director Moore's vision, GRC is committed to building relationships within the community through community service. For instance, the GRC Superintendent D. Justice Tailoring Workshop is a program that partners with surrounding communities, literally availing themselves to whomever is in need. The Tailoring Workshop receives donated materials primarily from nonprofit organizations, which are then transformed into the most beautiful gifts and items of comfort such as baby burp towels, bibs, blankets, quilts, and an assortment of animal toys. The tailoring workshop is facilitated by residents who are committed to improving their lives by simply committing themselves to giving back. The toy shop is also a vibrant part of the community service programming that involves community partners and area churches. An example of the service provided can be seen in pictures of children in Peru playing with toys that were built in the H.O.P.E Center. We are told that these are the first toys that the children of this village have ever seen. Men from the institution volunteer to assist in building these projects.
Some of the kids that receive things that we actually create might have never had a toy before.
They log approximately 1,000 community service hours per month. The toy shop is associated with more than a dozen outside agencies with whom we work closely, trying to determine their needs while building labor skills of the men who participate.
It's unbelievable what is happening out here, and we just strongly feel that the people in the outside world should know more about what is happening inside these walls and the nice projects and the great people that are in here that are making these projects and making things worthwhile for children and young people on the outside.
This is one way that the residents of GRC are able to give back to the community.
We are very comfortable here. We're very glad to come back, and we're very proud of their innovations. We just think that this is one of the greatest things we've ever been involved in.
One of the many jewels of the H.O.P.E Center is the Braille Lab. GRC residents who are certified by the Library of Congress as Braille transcribers and proofreaders are skilled in transcribing math, music, literary, and foreign language manuscripts. The Braille Lab also provides classes for several other related areas to Braille and the business of providing a service to the blind and seeing impaired. Men interested in being certified as a Braille transcriber are given instructional manuals and one-on-one tutoring when necessary. The Love-A-Pup program is another valuable program. Potential dog handlers are carefully screened and, if selected, are teamed with a primary handler. Dogs are brought in from no-kill shelters in Lorain and Cuyahoga counties. The shelters provide cages and food for the animals. The inmates provide bedding and love.
A lot of them come in, no manners, unloved, unwanted. We give them a second chance at life. We give them structure, we give them exercise, we give them care and concern.
Much like men who provide for them, these dogs are given a second chance to adapt to family life and acceptable behaviors. The men in the program benefit from the interaction and gain a renewed sense of responsibility.
The impact that the dogs have on us, really, it's a healing effect. It gives us friendship, it gives us love. It gives us something. It gives us a sense of responsibility because it's somebody that actually we can care about and take care of. They can't do anything for themselves. So it gives us a purpose in life, something that probably most of us lacked out there.
Oberlin College is one of the nation's predominant liberal arts colleges and serves as an incubator for some of the country's brightest minds and future leaders. Oberlin Drama at Grafton, ODAG, is a partnership that Grafton Reintegration Center has with Oberlin College. ODAG aims to prepare residents for a successful return to society with increased self-knowledge, understanding of social dynamics, and enhanced life skills gained from a study and performance of selected Shakespearean drama. ODAG promotes leadership and responsibility as well as fosters self-examination and builds collaborative skills through long-term study, rehearsal, resident peer mentoring, and performance of scenes and plays.
The mission, therefore, is that through all that people will go home and stay home and really make a great success of the rest of their lives.
Rock the Yard is an annual charity concert event here at GRC that benefits local community service organizations focused on helping children in need. The event features pamphlets and other printed materials about the community service organizations that are available to inform residents, staff, and guests of all the services offered. Many businesses and organizations from the local community serve as sponsors of the event and partner with GRC to make these endeavors a success. Each partner offers products and services to the resident population in exchange for their charitable contributions. As a part of Rock the Yard experience, outside musicians and bands perform live on the yard for the residents, staff, and outside guests. Rock the Yard reflects the commitment of this institution and the Department of Correction towards positive rehabilitative and community service programming. It fosters relationships between our residents, staff, and outside sponsors. It is the partnerships that are truly making a difference in the lives of many children in the communities. Building a bridge, acclimates residents for their eventual transition into society from the perspective of the outside. Residents are informed about some of the things that they might encounter upon release and the transitional phases that they will go through to get there. Building a Bridge addresses the emotional and psychological issues that accompany navigating through relationships that have been suspended by incarceration and developing relationships with a new paradigm. Other important institutional programming, including Prove, Thinking for a Change, and Victims Awareness, are also offered in the H.O.P.E Center, as well as a full range of peer-to-peer facilitated programs. Let's look at a few of these insightful inmate facilitated programs. Commercial Driver's License, CDL, is a 10-week preparatory course designed to prepare residents to get their commercial driver's license. Classes are held weekly, reviewing all aspects of learning how to drive commercial vehicles. Residents also have the use of a truck simulator, affording them the hands-on and practical experience of operating a commercial vehicle. Brothers Keeper is an inspirational peer-to-peer endeavor, an intergenerational communication program open to the general population.
I believe Brothers Keeper is a worthwhile experience. It was a great opportunity to open up and share things. You get to look at yourself, you get to learn from other people, from their experiences.
This mentoring program confronts the range of misguided perceptions and behaviors preventing residents from effectively navigating the prison environment and, far too often, negatively affecting return to society. The Men at Work project comprises several projects ranging from a DVD of spoken poetry and complimentary workbook which addresses faulty ways of thinking, a DVD of lectures targeting at-risk youths and their destructive behavior, poor decision-making, and lack of problem-solving skills. The objective of each project is to encourage the rehabilitation process and educate all who are willing to commit themselves to making positive changes in their lives. Topic areas include handling adversity, gang involvement, neglect and abuse, domestic violence, stereotyping, parent-child relations, accountability, correcting flawed thinking and behavior. Dress for Success is designed to familiarize residents with the quality and characteristics of presenting oneself. Individuals are educated in the areas of style, dress, speech, fashion, and how to conduct themselves in various settings, particularly in pursuit of employment. Ideally, Dress for Success participants should embody a sense of style that manifests itself in them by their confidence, positive self-esteem, respect, and competence. Dress for Success also incorporates hygiene and personal grooming practices. Resume and Interviewing Skills is a 10-week course that meets once a week. Residents will learn how to write a functional and chronological resume. They will acquire basic interviewing skills needed to obtain gainful employment. Mock interviews will also be a part of this class. Residents will learn their strengths and weaknesses. Once complete, they will leave with an updated resume and a participation certificate. The Janitorial Apprenticeship Program runs 7 days a week. All hours worked go toward a journeyman card. Participants will be required to wax, buff, and strip floors. They will also learn inventory and supplies, exposure control, sanitation and chemical use, and technology. Residents will leave this program with the competency and communications needed in this specialized area of service. They will be able to successfully run their own business or be a very driven and valuable employee. Pencil to Stencil is a basic beginner's art class. Residents meet once a week for a total of 8 weeks. They will learn to use all art supplies, including airbrushing. They will learn about shading, lighting, and viewpoint. A certificate will be given once the class is complete. The Virtual Money Living Program is for residents living in the reintegration units in GRC. The participants live out actual daily financial obligations and responsibilities, which resemble real-life circumstances that they will assume once they are released. This means keeping virtual checking and savings accounts, finding virtual housing, paying for virtual food costs, and even making virtual consumer purchases that they will likely make outside of the prison setting. Participants must also find virtual employment for which they will receive virtual salaries, which are used to fulfill their financial obligations while in the program. The Media Studio has emerged as one of the forward-thinking on-ramps to eventual release from GRC. The Media Studio will comprise a viable pathway to marketable skills through